The election process has always been a controversial issue for every election process we had. It is a very hot topic during a time when we citizens have to vote for a candidate we think deserving to win to rule a country. But are we sure that the election process is fair? That no cheating is happening during counting of votes and no manipulation is done in order the credibility of the results? Well, these are the some questions that are playing inside the minds of many voters who wants improvement for their country. A lot of countries are undergoing the process of election and only some of these countries achieve successful election process. What do we mean by successful? I really think that successful election process pertains to when the election was done with no manipulation done, making the results credible and accurate, not that it is just only been done for the sake of finishing the process and declaring someone who won without validating the capability and accuracy of the results. Don't you think that right of the people is being violated when there is manipulation done during the election process? Yes, of course, because it is not fair for people during election. I believe that these people are the boss and the right to vote should be respected. At the end, these are the ones being ruled out by an official who won the election. Like in many countries, election is always being manipulated in order to get what they desire. At the end of the journey, we must put in our minds that power and money isn't just the most important things in the world. Dignity is. For officials, inculcate in your minds that once you cheat in election, your dignity is being destroyed, thus making you the most poor and powerless person in the country you are in. When compared to other forms of governments, monarchies and dictatorships, democracy is the best form of government by far. Most of the nations have chosen the way of liberty and equality of people. Their progress has always been a direct outcome of it. One of the things that make democracy so effective is that people can decide whom they would be governed by. Although democracy enjoys much more benefits than any other form of government in this world, currently there have always been doubts in the minds of people whether the election process is really fair. Although issues like ballot tampering and other illegal measures in developed countries are not considered to influence the verdict of people, some candidates can have an unfair edge over their competitors in other ways. It is a well-known fact that a great deal of success of the presidential candidate depends the publicity and the campaigns that they conduct before the elections. The better people see the candidate, the greater his chances of winning the elections are. Although this may not always be true, and the individual's personal charisma and intellect also play a role in the victory, the magnitude of campaigns can influence the outcome of the elections to a large degree. When we consider the fact that the person who has the greatest financial backing has the best chances of conducting a massive campaign, we can but see that the playing field is no longer equal. Therefore, the election process may not be fair in this sense. Philippine politics is largely controlled by the economic elite. Electoral competition did not revolve around class differences. Instead, politics was a game played within the elite classes, who manipulated and controlled the political process. The election process is the main mechanism where people participate to select those who will pass laws, formulate policies, and govern. Patronage politics and guns, and gold toward the peoples there is no substantial people's participation in decision making and governance. Rumors of coups accompany the national elections as from the beginning. On the popular front, many people affirm that the present oligarch system would be swept away by a popular uprising leading to a revolution. Without going to such extremes, it was high time that the Philippine government faced its country's problems and paid due attention to popular demands.